Come on, Rock students, we are live here at Rock Church. It's a Tuesday night. Welcome to the best night of the week. I'm Pastor Peyton, and we're gonna have an amazing night tonight. We've got a cast of students and leaders that are ready to be with you tonight, even though you have to be at home quarantined. It's gonna be an amazing, amazing night. We've got a live studio audience here. Let me hear you in the audience. Come on. Hey, it's gonna be great. Don't mind us right now. We're getting ready for the night, so we're doing a little bit of cleaning ahead of time. We're getting ready. So here's what's gonna happen. Tonight, you're gonna hear from our worship team. You're gonna be hearing and watching the Eat It or Wear It challenge between siblings, sibling rivalry. It's gonna be amazing. And then finally, we're closing out the night with a panel of students and leaders who are talking about today's issues and what COVID is doing in the world. We're super stoked about it. And remember, at 8 o'clock tonight, or right after our live stream, we're gonna go right to our Zoom after party where we're gonna play Among Us. We're gonna be on Jackbox. We're gonna hang out. It's gonna be awesome. I'm losing my mask as I speak because I'm so excited what we're gonna be doing tonight. For those of you out here who are wondering, hey, what's next? What's happening after this week? Next week, we're gonna do part 2 of the live stream on YouTube, so check it out. Same link, same place, same time, and then a Zoom after party afterwards as well. It's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. We also have our New Year's Eve bash coming up on the 31st. The link will be in the description below. It'll be in the comments below. So if you're just joining us, type something in the comments, say what's up, give out some high fives, some fake air fives. It's gonna be a great night because live from Rock Church, it's Tuesday night. Go ahead and check out this video. Checking in on Jacob. Jacob, welcome back to Checking In on Jacob.
Hey, how's it going? Glad to be here.
It's been a long time since last quarantine since we talked. What's new?
It really has. It's been like 5 months. I've been doing great. I got a new toy since I've been chilling. Yeah, I've been chilling here in my basement. It's a little toy. Check this out.
I can change my voice now. Little radio voice. Isn't that cool?
That's sick. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What else? What else can you do on it?
Well, I can mix up the effects. Let's see.
What do we got? I like this one.
That's super cool.
I like that.
I meant to ask you, so since we last talked, I don't know, how many people have you talked to? Who are you with right now? Who are you hanging out with?
I'm all alone.
Where'd that music come from?
No one around me.
I think I'm right here.
Where's my family? I'm all alone.
Do you have a problem with that?
I'm all alone.
Take it. We are back. We're live. We're doing the Eat It or Wear It challenge. Tonight we have 2 contestants. I'll let them introduce themselves, but FYI, they are siblings tonight competing. So go ahead, introduce yourself. First, on my left right here, what's your name?
I'm Jack. I go to Lance Cruz.
Jack goes to Lance Cruz, and?
I'm Rachel. I go to Lance Cruz.
Jack versus Rachel. Let me hear in the comments for Jack and Rachel. Tonight, they're going to be competing in the ultimate head-to-head where each of them have prepared the other person's bags. And what's going to be happening is this. They're going to go ahead and name a number, and in that bag, 1 through 7, is a food item that they either have to take a big bite of or they get to dump it on their heads. It's called the Eat It or Wear It challenge. And I heard a little secret that Jack does not like mustard. Where did this come from? Is this true?
He's never liked dressings.
He's never liked dressings. We may have mustard in here. So again, you could go through and eat all of the food, or you can eat none of the food and wear all the food. Sound good?
Sounds great.
So get those goggles on. Let's get the music going. Go ahead in the mics. Go ahead and name a number 1 through 7 that you're going to choose right now.
3.
5.
All right, take bag number 3. What's in there? Bag number 5. He got the mustard immediately. So Rachel, are you gonna choose to eat or wear, what is that, black beans?
Black beans, I'll take a big bite.
Wait, say it in the mic. Say it in the mic.
I'll take a big bite of the black.
She's gonna take a big bite of the black beans. Here we go. Can we get a close-up on this?
Oh!
Oh,
You got the off-brand.
they're like sludgy.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up.
They're too wet.
I can't. Oh, that is disgusting. How do it literally looks like chocolate. It looks like chocolate. How do you feel, Rachel? Yeah? Okay. Jack, this is on you. Would you like to eat or wear the spicy brown mustard?
I'll wear it.
He's gonna wear it. He's choosing to wear it. Wait, before you do it, just as a reminder to everybody out there, we have a tarp down. We have some pools here. Rachel's gonna squirt it in the face of Jack for only 3 seconds. So you get 3 seconds. Do not miss the tarp or Jack. All right, no dodging it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh no!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
All right, give it up for them right now. Next food item. Pick a number. Why don't you look at the camera, Jack? Look right at the camera. It's okay. All right. What number, Jack, are you choosing? He already did 5.
7.
He's going with bag number 7. Rachel,
1.
1, 7. Grab it. Here's some paper towel if you need it. Here,
Yes.
let me wipe your face. Or no, here, you can wipe your own face.
Spicy brown mustard.
So Rachel got the spicy brown mustard. Jack is getting what he said, number 7. Oh, the one he's been waiting for. Sardines. So Jack is getting the worst of it right now.
Fish.
This is why we wore goggles, by the way. We knew this was gonna be rough. He's gotta open it. Okay, Rachel. What you, oh, I'm gonna throw up again. I'm gonna throw up. Show that to the camera. See if you can show it to the camera.
Full sardines.
Oh, you can't really see it. Okay. All you need to do, if you choose to eat it, I'm gonna throw up. If you choose to eat it, all you have to do is eat one, okay? Rachel, again, if you choose to eat it, just, you squirt it in your mouth. No, you gotta eat it. You have to actually eat it because of what you did to your brother.
I can't risk it.
All right, Rachel, would you like to eat it or wear it?
I'll eat it.
She's gonna eat it. All right, get her ready. Count her down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. It's so spicy. Oh my god.
All right, get a little bit, another try. Just another try really quick. Oh, how much did you do?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. Jack, eat it or wear it?
Oh, it's burnt.
Oh, the mustard dripped in it. The mustard dripped in it from my hair.
Oh no, this is happening live. The mustard dripped in. I don't even know what it is. Anchovies? What, sardines. All right,
Oh, they smell.
he's gonna eat it. All right, here we go. Count him down. 3, 2, 1. Oh man. Oh, guys, this is so disgusting. I literally can't even. Okay, how much time we got? We got time for a couple more. All right, new bag. Pick a bag.
4.
4 and
6.
6. Okay, here's bag number 6. Bag number 4, where are we at? Right here. Oh, you got anchovy juice on me. That's not, oh.
Pickles.
Okay, Rachel got kosher dills.
I'll drink the whole bottle.
And, oh, Jack got pear halves.
Pears.
Pear halves. All right, eat it or wear it. I'm sure they're both gonna eat it. All right, 3, 2, that's disgusting. 1, eat it, eat it. Come on, give it up for these two right now. That was sad.
Very good.
I felt that in the comments. What do we think? Guys, 1 more? 2 more? Let's go 2 more.
No more.
2 more food items. All right, pick a number. 1 through 7. Guys, it smells like mustard and sardines up here. This is disgusting.
2.
2.
One.
and 1. Number 1, oh no. What's this? Where's your 2 over here? Number 2? She got the sardines. Jack got a can of Manwich. That's not that bad, right?
No.
Wait, hang on. Okay, Jack, are you choosing to eat it or wear it?
I'm gonna eat it.
He's gonna eat it. Wait, I think there's a spoon in here. There's no spoon, so you gotta drink it. All right, wait, let's start there. Can of Manwich for the win. Not actual win, you're playing for nothing.
Ooh.
Here we go. This dude has an iron stomach. He literally ate sardines and then Manwich.
Ew. Oh. You're gonna wear it?
Rachel,
Give me it. Oh, it spilled all over.
Rachel, are you choosing to eat or wear the sardines? We might have mercy on her.
Only throw one at me.
All right,
Only one. Only one.
you're gonna throw one, not the container. I don't know how to open it. Here, you open it. Oh, it's all over my hands. Okay,
Only one. He said only one.
here's what's gonna happen. We're not gonna throw it because last time we threw something, bad things happened. So wait, you're gonna take the sardines and you're just gonna dump it on her head.
No, Peyton, no. No, no.
Okay, you can put one on her head.
One. He said one.
But you have to leave the sardines on her head for the rest of the challenge.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop.
Wait, don't throw it. Oh no! Give it up for them right now. All right, last one. Pick a number, or we'll cut it here. You guys want to go one more?
One more.
Okay,
One more.
Jack's gonna go one more. Jack, pick a number.
Oh my god. I'm
You haven't done 2, you haven't done 4, and you haven't done 3. Yes, you can have a paper towel.
I'll do 3.
3. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. He got the smoked oysters.
I'll do 5.
5. You're gonna do one more? Give it up for Rachel right now. Oh, look at that. You got the pear halves.
Okay.
See, that's a good thing. Are you gonna eat or wear the pears?
I'll eat one.
She's gonna eat a pear. Are you gonna eat or wear the sardine, or what are these, oysters? Oysters.
I'll eat them.
He's gonna eat them. All right, same time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's so gross. How are you doing this? They live in the same house. This is insane.
They're not bad.
They're not bad?
They're not bad. These look bad.
They're pears. All right, eat those pears. Can we give it up for our 2 contestants today? Thank you so much. It's gonna be a great rest of the night. We still have worship coming up, so I want you to stand up wherever you're at, get ready for some worship, and then we have our panel coming up right after that. So check out this video. I'm so sorry.
you call it my victory. You go before I know that you've even
us during this time, as we're about to hear from some amazing panelists, God. Help us to walk through the toughness of this quarantine, God, and what we're going through. So help us, God. We need you. In Jesus' name, everybody said, amen. Amen. Throw an amen in the chat below. It's going to be a great night. We're going to keep rolling with the night. And can we give it up for our worship team right now? Come on. That's awesome. Man, it's going to be a great rest of the night. I'm excited to introduce you to our panelists coming up here in a second. But as we keep going, guys, I want to encourage you, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, like the page. We want you guys to be connected to what we're doing during this time. So go ahead and do that right now. And don't forget, right after this panel, we're going to have our Zoom after party. It's going to be awesome. So our first panelist today, she's already sitting here. Can you give it up for Riley Naylor from Anchor Bay? Come on. Our second panelist for the day, another Anchor Bay student. Riley was a senior, or is a senior, and this other student is a sophomore. Can you give it up for Bree Sandcran in the house? Come on. And our third and final panelist, you can go ahead and sit here, Bree. The third and final panelist tonight is not a student, he's a former student, current leader, Trevor Conrad. Give it up for Trevor right now. Yeah. Woo! Come on. Tonight, we're going to walk through a couple of questions, and the goal is to give you guys hope during this time. And my first question is to our students. So Trevor, I'm so sorry you can't answer this question. Our first question is this. It's describe what it's like to be a student today that's dealing with changes that COVID has brought. So what's school been looking like? Obviously, we're virtual right now. And how are people like emotionally doing?
I think that school is kind of hard right now because we're online, and I think that keeping up with things like the work and Zooms and stuff is really hard. And I think also like mental health is kind of a big thing. Being quarantined, not being able to see your friends. I know people who really rely on like seeing other people are probably not doing that good. I don't think quarantine really helps with that. And I think school's kind of crazy. When we were in school, it was kind of crazy with like assigned seats for lunch and like borders between our desks and stuff.
Wait, you had assigned seats for lunch?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, continue.
But I just think that like dealing with the changes that COVID's brought, it's kind of hard, but I think that with God, obviously, it is probably much easier.
That's so good. Bree, do you have something to add to that?
Sure, I feel like it's really like stressful school. Like it's all like it's just like a mess, like Riley said. Like everyone is just like stressed out, and there's no like specific like order. Like everything's just a big mess. And then you have like all the changes. Like high school went on lockdown, or like not lockdown, but like it closed for the 3 weeks. And I know for Anchor Bay at least, we don't go back to school till the 4th.
Wow.
So we're at home. So like, I feel like that's gonna cause a lot of stress and like anxiety for kids. Cause like I even stress out when like I don't make my Zoom on time because the teachers just like yell at you. So it's not fun. It's really not.
Oh, man, right. And the craziest thing, I heard this. Like I heard that people are like, I miss school. And all throughout being a student, I like never missed school. Like I was like, whatever, I'm done. I'm gonna go home and play video games. But like, it's crazy to hear that in this time in 2020, that students are actually missing being at school. I want to ask this question, and Trevor, I think you can bring a little bit to this one too, is what's the biggest issue that you think, it doesn't have to be factual, it's your opinion, what is the biggest issue that students are dealing with in quarantine? I mean, I'll give you a couple examples, like is it isolation or anxiety? We hear that a lot, anxiety, or whatever it is. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Trevor, what do you think first?
It's pretty all-encompassing right now. There's a lot of things going through both like high school students, college students, young adults, all of that. But just thinking from that perspective, I would definitely say that isolation is a big one. And I think that a lot of the other things, anxiety, maybe falling back into bad habits, falling back into sin, falling back into maybe bad relationships, stems from that isolation because you're so withdrawn. And I can speak to this myself, like in my past as a student, as a college student, as a young adult, when stress comes and when problems hit, I'm one to like withdraw, and I'm one to isolate myself, like stressed out about exams, don't come out of the room forever. And that's how some people deal with problems. And right now, especially, that's being forced on students, young adults, college students. And so it's hard because you're by yourself. You don't have a support group. Sometimes you unintentionally cut yourself off from that. So yeah, I think it's super hard for students around who are forced into this isolation and have all these other things that come from that because they maybe aren't having the interactions and the mentorship and the everything else that follows that would help with that.
Yeah, it's so good. And like, I hope even next week, guys, like invite your friends to online stuff like this because when we can't physically meet, this stuff is super important to connect, and especially even the Zoom after the after party after this is super key. So do you guys have any thoughts on that one, on that question?
Yeah, so I was actually quarantined because for school I got exposed. Yeah, so it was really interesting, and I kind of felt like kind of alone because I mean I was in my house and I could like leave my room, but like I couldn't go do things. It was kind of sad because like I seen all my friends, and it was just like everything like stressful because you just get like frustrated because you see like your friends hanging out and you just sit in your room and do nothing. I mean I watched like Netflix, but that got boring after like 3 days.
What's like the show right now? Like what's everybody watching? The Office, that's my go-to. I don't know any other shows. I don't watch anything. I've been watching The Mandalorian. Hey, drop in the chat if you've been watching Mandalorian. Only me. Trevor, come on. But yeah, sorry, did you have anything else to add to that? Or is that about something else? So like all of us at one point, I'm sure, like have had to go through that quarantine process. A lot of us can probably relate to Bree in that, and it's got to be really tough and isolating. Riley, do you have any thoughts?
I was just going to say that I feel like during quarantine it's really easy to feel alone and to feel anxious about what's going on in our world right now because it's all really crazy. And I know, like, personally, I have really bad anxiety, and I was really worried about, like, catching COVID and, like, what it could do to me, or, like, after I had it, what it could do to me and stuff like that. And I definitely think that's a big thing. Like, when you're alone in your room, quarantined, you have a lot of time to think, whether it's about good things or bad things. And I just think that anxiety is a really big thing, especially even when you're not quarantined in high school. I think anxiety is a really big thing.
Wow, that's so good. Did you have something to add to that?
Yeah, like I even, like Riley said, like I even struggle with anxiety. So it kind of just like, it makes everything like worse because you worry and you think like the good things and the bad things. And so like when I was quarantined, like that's what I did. I was thinking the same thing, like what if I get COVID? Like then I'm gonna have to quarantine for another 2 weeks. Like it just, you kind of like overthink everything. And I feel like you just have to know that like God's in control and that he won't let you, like nothing bad's gonna happen. Like if you get COVID, like he's gonna protect you. Like I feel like that's what kids don't think that, and so they just kind of have to remember that, even though it's like easier said than done. But
yeah, that's so true. And like obviously, you know, there's facts and things like that about COVID, but like you hinted at something like there's hope. And here's one of my last questions. We got 2 more questions, but my first one would be this. You guys hinted at it a little bit. If you could give one word of encouragement or advice to students right now, what would it be? What would you say to them? I know you physically can't be with people for the most part, but we talked about, yeah, you can go first. Go ahead, Riley, yeah.
I would just say to take this time in quarantine, like you can either use your quarantine for good or for bad, and I say like you should just stay positive and focus on God. Use this time to just get in your word and to pray and just really like connect with God, because if you can't see anyone else, God's never leaving you. He follows you wherever you go, and you can always talk to him. So if you feel alone, you can always talk to him, and you don't need to feel alone because he's always there.
That's so good. Yeah, like, especially using this time, like, because we had this before, right? And so we get to use this time again to do that. Did one of you guys have a thought?
sure. I would say too, going off that, like just have hope. Like know there's hopefully gonna be an end. So it's just like always stay positive and don't say like negative comments, because that's what I kind of did when I was quarantined, and it just made it kind of worse. And like, but I feel like if you stay positive, like you're looking for like the outcome of it. Like, okay, I'm glad I'm almost done with like the 2 weeks and stuff.
That's so good. Is like bring hope. Did you have any thoughts, Trevor, on that one? Yeah.
I'm super tempted to like say the cliche, tough times don't last, tough people do. But I work and know a lot of tough people who are like breaking down from the years. So I mean, that's not always true, but I'm encouraged by John 16:33. It says, the world and its troubles will come, but take heart, I have overcome the world. And so it's just always so good to know, like, build the foundation of who you are and always keep in the back of your mind that this world, nothing this side of heaven is going to be perfect. There's going to be troubles, but there's a God who's overcome all of that, and there's a God who's overcome the world who, like these guys have said, never leaves you, never forsakes you, is always with you to the end of the age, and you have that as a fallback no matter what your troubles or your problems are. So just be encouraged by the enormity and the awesomeness and the love of our God.
That's so good. So here's my last question. Then we're going to wrap up. And there's going to be some instructions on the screen of how to get on Zoom and hang out with us tonight. We're going to play a ton of games. It's going to be awesome. But here's my last question. And this is different from question number 3 because question number 3 is, what would you say to somebody? But question number 4 would be, how would you be a light? How would you represent Jesus to our schools and to our families during these tough times when we might not even be able to see people? So how do you represent Jesus? How do you talk about Jesus? What do you do? I guess is my question.
I feel like just to show God's love, like you be like God for people, like to just stay, like I said, stay positive and always have like a positive mindset, because if you're being negative, everyone around you is going to be affected by that. So you just kind of have to just stay positive and have hope. Basically.
That's so good. Yeah. Did you have a thought? Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say invite your friends to church, invite them to Rock students, and even though we're on live, they can join. There's no excuse to not join.
That's so good. Get them. Get your friends here, man. They got to be here for this stuff.
Invite them here and just, like she said, be a light to them and be positive. And if they're saying something negative, saying this is never going to end, just like say what God wants you to say and be like, no, there will be an end. God's got you. Like, he's got this in his hands. Like, it's all him.
That's so good. Trevor, you want to wrap us up? What you got?
That's so good. I think they both nailed it. Just reiterating, a lot of the people in the world right now, they don't have access to a church group or like coming on a Sunday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever your night is. And the comfort and the isolation of home oftentimes cuts people off from even the accountability face-to-face. So like people aren't hopping on their virtual services. They're not hopping on their Instagram and YouTube lives and all this kind of thing. So just thinking about that from your guys' perspective and students' perspective, leaders' perspective, whatever, as a Christian, you might be the only light anybody encounters in a time of darkness. Because they're cut off from it, they're isolated, they're going through a rough time, or they're anxious, they have other worries in their head except, coming to church. But outside of that, they're anxious, they're stressed, they're bummed out, and they have a lot of darkness going on. And again, we get to be that only encounter of light for some people. So, just take that to heart and take responsibility for it. It's a huge, huge responsibility, and it's a huge honor to represent the King of Kings.
That's so good. Can we give it up for our panelists in the chat? Come on, thank you guys for being here tonight. Man, we're going to keep the night going, even though we're ending this portion of our service. But I want to encourage you in this. Maybe a couple of things. Maybe you've never connected with us before at Rock Students. You can go to our Instagram page, and you can click the link in the bio. There's a button in our link that says, I want to know more. It's my first time tonight. Fill that out. We want to send you a gift. Do that. We really want to connect with you. And also, maybe you heard what these guys said tonight, and you're like, wow, I want to know more about Jesus. I want to know more about this hope and this light. You can go back to our page, click the link in the bio, and you can actually click a button that says, I want to follow Jesus, and then fill that out, and we'd love to talk to you about that. But thanks for joining us tonight. It's been an awesome first Tuesday Night Live. We will see you guys. You can go ahead and hop off and jump onto our Zoom after party. The link is in the description below. We love you guys. See you next week.